Welcome, everyone, to Tempe, Arizona and Mountain America Stadium, home to the Arizona State Sun Devils, where Sparky and his gang have been sharpening those pitchforks in anticipation of this one. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the USC Trojans, facing off with another team from the Pac-12, the Arizona State Sun Devils. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Trojans will get us started with the opening kickoff. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Sun Devils offense will start this game off. And they're led out there by a man who will carry the ball plenty in this one, guys.
Well, it's real simple. He's the best player on their team. They have got to force-feed this guy the football, David.
No doubt about it. The offense goes through him. Excited to see how they've built this offense and how many different ways they can get him touches.
From the gun, the running back has it. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Sun Devils want to crank the tempo. Back to pass, it's Westbrook. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. And the Sun Devils will snap it on 1st and 10.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. After the miscue, 1st and 15 for this offense. Power football with the run. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Illegal offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Illegal offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. First down for this offense. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line. Off the play fake. Looking left. Wide open downfield. And he picked up the 1st down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
Nice catch by the big tight end. Nice job holding on to the football, getting the 1st down. But I tell you what, I love the physicality by the defense. I love how they're making him pay every time he catches the football. Later on, he might be less likely to want to reach his arms out there and try to catch that thing.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing 3rd down. To the air, it's Westbrook. Pocket starts to collapse. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. Oh, and he missed it. No good. kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same. You missed the 52-yard field goal, come up empty on the drive, and now momentum sort of swings to the offense as they'll snap it from the 30. He's going to take a shot right away. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. And the incompletion brings up a second down. He's looking to throw. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And it's caught inside the 15. Touchdown, USC. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
Now they'll run it to the right here. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. The Sun Devils want to move quickly. Looking to throw, it's Westbrook. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Sun Devils send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Line gets set, first down. They'll go to the ground. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe. Lets it fly. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Trojans.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Grab near the sticks. It's Booker. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. The Sun Devils will have it 1st and 10.
That's got to feel really good for this quarterback. It's early in the game, so these 3rd downs are big. You're trying to get your offense into a rhythm and a flow. Nice job reading the defense. Beautiful pass.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Westbrook. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
They were trying to set up the screen. They were trying to take advantage of this pass rush. But, man, that defender, he beat his guy so quickly, he just blew the play up.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Going for it all. Fires and picked off. Takes it the other way. The 40. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop Jesse. And they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Got it in the middle. It's Thomas. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it one high safety? Is it two high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. He's looking to pass. And the pressure is going to get to him, and down he goes, and that's how the first quarter will end. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Looking to throw on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
You got to love the aggressive nature this defense is playing with right now, and you're seeing the athletes and the dudes they've got up front. A sack on the last play. They hit the quarterback on this last one. Now third down, you know they're going to be pinning their ears back.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Complete out of the backfield. And they're able to get him down. Here comes the field goal unit. The holder will put it down on the right hash, a 33-yard try. It is perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They just haven't been able to get anything going. And down he goes back into three. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. They'll give it to the back. Didn't find much room. He'll pick up a couple out to the 5.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. And the Sun Devils line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He gets it away from his own end zone. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play call.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Dave.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just
hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. Touchdown, Southern Cal. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point.
Nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now, chip into this lead, try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to that.
And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. On the run, it's Booker. And he knocked him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Looking to throw, it's Westbrook. Gets it out fast. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
That's a great play call by the offensive coordinator because that play is essentially the extension of a sweep play. You're getting your running back an extra touch to the perimeter of the field, so now he can go to work in open space.
Snags it over the middle. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. He's looking to throw. Makes his connection. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down. The Sun Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Shows off another move and gets down to the 33-yard line. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. To the ground with the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. 8th play of the drive coming. It'll be a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Sun Devils! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. And after the extra point, they're now down 24-7. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Bringing it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. This has been an impressive first half, and Jesse, they'd love nothing better than to tack another one on before the break.
And why would they want to stop at this point? Everything they've dialed up, they've been able to execute throwing and running the football.
And how critical is it for this defense to get a stop? Down right now before the half. They can create some momentum on their side by getting a stop before the half.
Looking to take a shot. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
This QB and his receiver really have found a nice rhythm early in this game. They've already linked up for a couple scores, so no surprise here before the end of the first half. They're looking for more, but give the D.
Looking for a huge play. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. The Trojans will call on their punt team. He only needs a sliver of daylight. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. First down here for the offense. He's going to pass. Fires to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Trying to find his man on first down. Finds his man down the middle. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
He's got it. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. Throws to the wideout. Touchdown, Arizona State! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And, guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They've got time. They've got the lead. And, David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also the momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it. So, Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create.
Oh, he wants it all. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, you wonder if the defense has started to figure it out finally here. In the first half, this guy has been absolutely lighting you up, and finally they get some bodies back there anticipating the QB to look his way to force an incompletion.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
This really has been a Jekyll and Hyde story for this quarterback. His last game out, he completed over 80% of his throws, but things just not going his way in this one. You've got...
And he didn't squeeze it, it's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Man, that's a big mistake in this.
Timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. I don't know if this is the time for this type of risk. Offense going for it inside its own 40. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? 1st down here for the offense. He wants to throw. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the air, it's Westbrook. Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. So it's 1st down, but with just a few seconds, they'll try to put up a 3 before halftime. Good right down the boulevard. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. To the air on 1st down. Release to the back. It's complete to the right. He's out of bounds after a big pickup, but there's a flag on the field, and this might be coming back. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. And the Sun Devils will kick it off to start the 2nd half. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. On 1st down, here comes this offense. With jet sweep pass. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. Quarterback empties his backfield. He's looking to throw it. Coming after it. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember that.
Gonna let it fly. And it's caught inside the 20. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
Love the play call here by the offensive coordinator. You can sniff it. You can smell in the air. Blood in the water. Now we're taking a shot. You've got the athletes to go execute. Just dial it up.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. They are really clicking along. 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. Little touch pass to the receiver. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. And the Trojans are in the hurry up. Quick pass on the jet motion. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Now on 2nd and goal. Quick touch pass to the receiver. They get him down after a 4-yard gain to the 6. Third and goal is where offensive coordinators earn their keep. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Oh, and that's just like a penalty. They get in the backfield and knock him down for a loss of 5. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. Field goal is good. And that lead grows even bigger. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. He'll bring it back from inside his spot. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops, Palmer, and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
On 3rd down, going up top. They'll run the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time, the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And that's a great job by the defense not letting that bird out of the cage. When you can run like this guy can, you got to keep the edge. Did a great job. He went backwards, retreated, gave up some ground. They didn't give up the outside, got the sack on the play.
No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. The DBs will back off a bit. They've got the screen set up. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. The Sun Devils decide to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He's got great speed. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot, he's taking the shot. It's complete. Touchdown, Trojans. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not one, not two, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
Arizona State,
Returner will field it and try to get some field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Makes the quick grab. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Got out of trouble and throws. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Back to pass, it's Westbrook. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. And the Sun Devils will bring the punt team onto the field. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. Makes a move. They make the stop, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's see what the call is.
Holding, receiving team.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense set for a first down play. Here's the handoff. A run up the middle is stopped for no gain.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
On second down, he'll let it fly. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. The Trojans want to pick up the tempo. On third and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Now he'll turn one loose back to the middle. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. Seizing that open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19. And the Trojans getting set on 1st and 10. Grabbed over the middle. It's Dobbs. Makes the catch and knocked down. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Quarterback will audible. On second down, just keeps firing. Caught over the middle. It's Dobbs. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Touch pass on the jet sweep. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. 3rd and goal, where the strong come through. He'll just keep slinging it. Might be looking to run. Touchdown, USC! And the pummeling has started. That ought to be enough to make this lead insurmountable, and with it, they'll be a perfect 10-0. My goodness, he is putting on a laser show right now. Liner, Palmer, Pat Hayden, Marinovich, you name it. These guys are going to be looking up at this dude.
Just spinning the bean all over the yard, and that's why you come to USC. Those names you mentioned, and you know that ball's going to be in your hands. You get to go make plays, and he is doing exactly that.
Unloads to the wideout. Working on the right. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Westbrook. He's got his man. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. We've got pass interference, but this time it's on the offense. Offense getting set for first down. He'll set up to throw. Quickly complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. He's looking to throw. Gets it out quickly. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now.
And the quarterback is snowed under.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth. He'll off one deep down the left side. What a snag by the defense. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Right down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Trojans! And the route is on. That score pushes us out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over and move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Finds a soft spot in the middle.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
It's on target and complete. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The Sun Devils have this offense rolling. They'll throw it on 1st down. Bought a little time, lets it go. That's reeled in, it's Booker. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. They want to throw it. Getting some heat. He's in a world of trouble, and down he goes. A catastrophic loss on that play.
And they get him again. This is a offense that you expect them to protect their guy. I mean, he is a dude that you know if you give him time, he's going to make plays. But this defense is making sure he's not getting that time.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Looking to move it through the air. He'll try to do it himself. Finds a crease at the 20. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here in the game.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. He looks that one in nicely. Spins away from one. Open runway ahead. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
I tell you, I love the mentality by this offense right now. They've got a pretty big lead. They're still being aggressive, taking shots, and they're finding the matchups they like. And man, they're taking advantage right now.
They keep attacking through the air. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
That gives him 54 yards on the ground so far in this one, and he is closing in on that 1,000-yard mark. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. The Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Oh, so close to paying off the tip. Really had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete. You have a big lead in the fourth quarter. When you do that, the only explanation for it is you're trying to send a message by sticking in another touchdown.
And saying, listen, it's your job to stop us, and right now we're eating you alive. So I think, there's some psychological warfare, right? There's some, I'm going to get in your head. There's some, I want to beat you on the recruiting trail and in the future, and, kind of take that and a little rub their nose in it. And the offense comes up short on third down, but I tell you what, they've still had a good day. There's so many positives to point to. I'll be interested to see if they go for it here on 4th down. They don't have to. They got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, shown a variety of all kinds.
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Cal! And the beatdown has ensued. The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
Finds his man. It's Booker. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Less than a yard to go to pick up the first down. Gets open down the middle. And he'll go down, but he delivered the business end of his stiff arm to that defender on the way. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
Got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All three phases we saw just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.